Chapter 9, Hilchos avel, halacha aleph. Kol hakirain shekerea adam al she'ar krevov sheu hakera la'acher shiva u'ma'acher la'acher shloishim. Any mourner which has to rip or tear his clothing after the first 7 days, he's able to sew it back, and after 30 days he could go and fully put it back together. But if a person tore his garment for his father or mother, he could sew it back after 30 days and he can never fully fix it forever. And a woman which tore her garment could sew it back up and fix it, could only actually sew it back up right away, even after a father or mother, for tznius reasons. Halacha beis kederech shekerea adam al aviv al imoi kach hu chayav likroi al rabbi shlimdu Torah al nasi al bezim al revat tzibor shenerag al birchas Hashem al sefer Torah shenisraf al ode Yehuda al Yerushalayim al mikdash. Just like a person rips his garment for his father or mother, so too you're obligated to do so if your teacher unfortunately has passed, the nasi, the one in charge of the bezdin, if most of the congregation was killed unfortunately, if someone desecrated Hashem's name, if a sefer Torah was burnt, and for a town of Yidden which as well was burnt on Yerushalayim and on the Beis HaMikdash. Halacha Gimel Kol Elu HaKreim Kerea Ad Shemgal Esliv Ve'enim Ha'achel Elam. And all the above mentioned, you rip your garment and you never fully sew it back up forever. And in all these cases that we said that you cannot fully sew it back together, this is only talking about the sewing and putting it back together in the way called Alexandria. All the other ways is permitted. If a person tore his garment after it was sewn up a little bit, but not done in this way called Alexandri, then it is not counted. He has to tore again. As well as if you turn over your garment, it as well is not counted. Halacha daur ukashem shamecher asur va'achaysei kacha v'kerach ufichach hamecher tzarich v'dia v'kerach shekara zeh einay misache. Just like the person himself, which unfortunately had to mourn for his father or mother, cannot fully sew back or fully fix his garment, so too he can't bring it to a cleaners, he can't give it to someone else to do so as well. Halacha hey, uminayin shekerea rabbi kedera kera aviv. From where do we know that a person needs to rip his garment just like he does so for his father? Shenamar, like it says in the pasuk, v'hu mitzaik avi rechev yisro u'farashav hoira oid v'yachzik v'gada v'yikrem l'shnayim keroim mikan shechayev lahavdil. So from over here, from this verse that it says avi, it says the name father twice, one referring to his master, one referring to his father, and therefore he ripped twice. From here we learn that you need to go and rip for your master as well. Halacha vav u'minayin shekeinu now nasi v'al bezdin v'al shemua shabash nerag reivat tzibor. From where do we know that a person needs to rip his garment? If unfortunately the nasi of the generation has passed, or if the av bezdin, or if you heard that unfortunately a crowd of Yidden has passed, Shenemar, like it says, that David held on to his garment and he ripped it, he tore it, as well as all the other people that are with him, and they eulogized and they cried and fasted until the evening. They cried over Shaul, which was the Nasi, and Yohanes on his son, which was the Av Bezdin, and from the continuation of the pasuk that says on the nation of Hashem that fell to the sword, referring to that you heard that unfortunately a group of Yidden has passed. Halacha zayin uminayin shekoydin ma'brichas Hashem. From where do we know that if someone unfortunately desecrates Hashem's name, you have to rip your clothing? Shenemar, like it says, Vayaveh Yoakim Eliakim ben Chilkiah asher al habayis v'shavana hasever v'yoich ben Asav hamaskir es Chizkiah kro v'gadov echad Hashemea v'echad Hashemea min pi Hashemea chayim v'kreya. Whether you heard it yourself or you heard it from someone else that heard, you as well need to go and rip your garment. Halacha ches v'eidim ein chayav u'mkrei kisheyidu v'bezin shekvar karu b'shah sheshamu, the witnesses which heard this person desecrate Hashem's name, go and rip their clothing. So when they come to Bezin, they do not need to go and rip it again because they already ripped it for the first time that they heard it. Halacha tes u'minayin shekoydin al sefer Torah shnisa. From where do we know that a person needs to rip his garment if he heard that or he saw a sefer Torah getting burned? Shenemar, like I said, Vayihi kikreya Yehuda shawis zuashes v'adba toyim kol megav al eish asher al ach v'fachadu v'karu es v'dir amel v'chol avada michlal shechayav u'mikra. From here we learn that you are obligated to go and rip your clothing. Ve'ein chayav u'mikra al sefer Torah shnisa b'zraya k'maisa shehaya v'chay v'krei shtei kriyas achas al govil v'achas al ksav shenemar achri yisrei v'melch es tamigil v'es advarim. We learn out from the pasuk that you have to rip actually 2 times, one for the actual Sefer Torah, one for the words that are inside, and one for the parchment of the Sefer Torah. From where do we know that a person needs to rip his garment? For a town of Yidden or in Yerushalayim on the base of Mikdash, which got the Shoyish Nemar, that the people came from Shem and from the place called Shiva, 80 people with sack and stuff on their head. Halacha Yud Aleph Kol Mi Sha'amad Imames B'Sh'as Yitzias Neshmasai Al Pish Einei Krei V'Chai V'Kreya. If a person is present in the room with a person which unfortunately has died and his neshama went out and he was in the room, even if he is not a relative, he needs to rip his clothing. V'chein, similarly, Adam Kasha Shemeis HaKol Chayav V'Kreya Alav Al Pish Einei Chacham V'Kaydin Tevak Esh'ar HaVeilin. A regular person as well, you need to go and rip your clothing, even though that he is not a wise man, and you rip a tefach like all the other people that mourn. If a wise man, if a sage has unfortunately passed away, everyone is considered like relatives, and everyone needs to rip their clothing, and your right shoulder comes out, and the synagogue and the place where that sage is nullified for 7 days. No one should go and learn in that place for the first 7 days. And they taught us that you rip for everyone a tefah, because for every single person, because they are all equal. Halacha Yud Beis Kol HaKoden Al HaChacham Shemes Kevan She'echziru Pneiim Ma'achari HaMita. If anyone has ripped their garment for a wise man, for a sage, after they bury him, when you turn around from the bed, from the dead body, you could right away go and start sewing it up. It seems to me that if you have ripped for a wise man, you could fully sew it back up the next day. Even your master, your teacher has died. You only mourn for 1 day. Or the day of his passing, or the day that you heard about his death. Similarly, it seems like we said earlier, that all those people that you cannot fully sew it back up together forever, but at least you could do a little bit of sewing right away the next day. Halacha Yud Gimel Chacham Shabbat Shmuel Shemeis and Koden Alav Elo B'Sh'as Hespedei V'Zeu Kvoidei V'Sheu Boi B'Yeyim Ma'achal U'Macher. If you have heard a report that unfortunately a wise man, a smart man has passed, you only rip when you eulogize him for his honor, and you could on that day you could go and start sewing it back up, and the next day you could fully put it back together. Halacha Yodalid Av Bezin Shemes Hakol Koden Alav V'Chotzim Yismol. If the head of the judges of the Bezdin has died, everyone rips for him, and your left shoulder comes out. The Chobatim and judges should be eaten. The Telem and all the right? The places that people learn Torah are nullified for the first 7 days. With a base hakneses nechnasim with base hakneses u'mishanim es mekayim ha'yeshim ha'darim yoshvu b'tzavim ha'yeshim ha'tzavayin yeshvu b'darim. That anyone that is learning inside the shul that comes to Shul Shadavin, they should change their places. That if people on the south, they sit on the west, and if people on the east side, they sit on the west side. Halacha Tezvav, the last halacha for today. Nasi shemes hakol kaidin alav. The nasi which has died, everyone mourns for him, everyone rips for him. And all the places that people learn Torah are nullified for the first 7 days. They come into shul and they read on that Shabbos. And they give 7 aliyahs like a regular Shabbos just for Kriyas Torah. You shouldn't carry things in the marketplace. Rather, you go and you mourn family by family for the entire day. May we merit to have Mashiach now.